Hello, my name is Pablo Silva Salinas, and today I am going to talk about the influence of sneaker soles tech in sports performance. Well, uh, to start, I am going to talk about why I am doing this experiment. I think it is important to do this experiment because every year the Jordan brand and other brands that make basketball shoes uh, spend a lot of money and time developing new technology for players to perform better on court. So today, with the experiment, we are going to find out if this technology has evolved or not really, and if it is important to keep developing this technology because it is paying off, or if it isn't. Well, to start, we'll talk about the pairs that I am comparing. The old pair is an Air Jordan 4 Retro that has a hard rubber sole with an air capsule on the forefoot. Well, it is not so efficient to cushion because after long periods of sport, well, you start feeling your knees and also your ankles hurt a little bit. They have good support in the ankle because they are made out of very hard rubber, and uh, also the top is made of hard leather, so they have good support. But this doesn't make them very comfortable. They are from 1989, and they weigh exactly the same as the second pair, which is the Air Jordan Proto Max 720. This pair has a light efficient cushion system. It has a very thick sole, but it is light because it weighs the same as the other one, 0.6 kilograms. Uh, they have a rubber sole too, but on top of the rubber sole, they have a air capsule that an air capsule that goes all along the feet, and well, the underneath they have a also rubber, but a light and more durable rubber. They are very stable and comfortable because they are made of soft cloth, but the strap makes the ankle very steady, and they are from 2018. So the difference between these two pair of shoes is almost 30 years. So we'll see how much has technology improved in 30 years. Uh, well, for the method, well, of course, the control variables have to be the place. It has to be on the same place for the subject to jump in the same conditions. The temperature has to be the same for the performance of the subject to be the same, because it is not the same to do it at a 50-degree environment that at a 10-degree environment, because the subject feels different. The surface of the jump has to be the same. Well, you have to do it first with a pair of shoes and then with the other pair of shoes. And the momentum that the subject drives is very important, that is the same on all jumps so that he doesn't get higher because of the momentum or lower. Well, for materials, I needed the pair of Air Jordan 4 Retro and the Air Jordan Proto Max 720. Well, I used a tracker computer program to measure how high the subject, which was me, got. A 30 centimeter ruler to set the scale on the program, and a cell phone to record everything. And for method, well, I had to got the same momentum on every single one of the jumps, which was 2.5 meters from when I have to jump. Uh, I have to record from the same place in the exact same angle for the results not to be a bit shady. I took into account the best jump with each pair, and I did 3 jumps with each pair, as the scientific method suggests that you should do. Uh, for the experimental design, where I did 6 jumps in total, I grabbed the same momentum for each jump. I did 3 jumps with each pair of shoes. Uh, I recorded from the same angle and the same place and height every single jump, and I set a scale of with a 30 centimeter ruler behind the jump for when you put the video on the program. They I could measure with the scale of 30 centimeters the jump. And well, once I set the program to work, the, I have to measure the jump from the ground level to my shoe heel. Well, here I have the trajectory diagram, the data chart, and the analyzed video for both the first pair and the second pair, which is here. And here I have my data collection and analysis. Well, for the highest point of both jumps, well, from one, I got to 72.9 centimeters in the old pair, and with the other one, I got to 86 centimeters. That is a lot of difference, almost 15 centimeters. So I didn't thought that it would be this much. Time in the air, it isn't so different. I did more in the new pair, 0.02 seconds, and well, they weigh the same. So what we can tell from this data is that the jump was better with the new tech, even though they were the same. And why is this? Of course, by this experiment, we can figure out that it is very important to keep developing technology because uh, even though they weigh the same, I jumped 13 centimeters higher with one shoe than with the other because it had a better rubber. It was more endurable and lighter. And well, the traction is also important because the subject has to, uh, well, he has to transform the momentum that is going horizontally to a vertical momentum. So it has to have traction for him to be able to do that, or he would just slide and keep going. And well, the results, well, I got the expected results, but I didn't thought that the difference would be that much. Uh, well, I think it was important to do this experiment because I already said that, well, on in 2018, only Jordan Brand, you had 1.6 billion shares on the market. Each one sold on average for $62. So they had a budget of almost $100 billion, which from which they spend a lot of money on developing new technology, and they spend a lot of money, time, and people doing this. And well, I think that it has paid off because 13 centimeters is a lot of difference. Well, for few occasions, I think that this experiment could improve by uh, doing it on a basketball court, and maybe testing several surfaces like a basketball court made of wood or cement and see which ones are better. Well, given the current situation for COVID, uh, I wasn't able to do this, but well, that's what we have. And also, well, I think that the experiment could improve by uh, measuring it with a more accurate system because this wasn't very accurate. But well, uh, that is it. That is all my presentation. and thank you very much.